世話になります。神宮寺でございます。アガサクリスティ Abc 殺人事件ですね。続きをやっていきたいと思います。ABC の通り、犯人も ABC で殺害予告をしてきていて、A の、事件が終わりまして、で、B が今始まっています。で、殺害された、B の方ですね、お名前また出てきますが、ベティですね、ベティの、レコードが発見されて、それを聞こうというところに今なっている状態です。それではやっていきたいと思います。ベティのレコードを聞く。ジュークボックスか。カフェの。違うか。レコード、あった。レコード。まさか、レコード聞くのにも謎解きか。
Let us see. What is this cupboard I...
ほう。これなんだ。何このネズミ算式みたいな。音符の音階のやつか。
This looks like solfège.
ソルフェージュ。ソルフェージュっていうのは、よくわかんなかったんで、ウィキペディアに調べてみましたけど、西洋の音楽の学習において楽譜を読むことを中心とした基礎訓練のことだそうですね。だからこれがリズムを多分もっと何分の1音符みたいなのを調べたり、4分の4からどんどん細かくなっていくんでしょうね。その、音階だったりリズムの練習だったりする、訓練みたいなものだそうですね。私にはよくわかりませんが、音楽あんまり得意ではないので。これいらないのか。
This looks like solfège.
いらないのこれ。で、ソルフェージュはありました。で、ここもこれ開くのかな。ここはポコッと。
There is bound to be a clue somewhere. レコードに 78T ベティ。78T と書いてありますよって。そういう感じ。やだ、そういうの。そういうの困る。これも変えれるの？これは変えれないのか。ちょっと待って。だからソルフェージュの表を見ないとダメだ、これ。だから、ここ、そういうことか。これか。3の2の1でこれだよね。オッケーオッケー。そういうことね。 There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
足し算が全部合えばいいわけか。3の2の1。1個行き過ぎ。で、どう？ダメ？ 1、2、3？ じゃあ。違うの？で、ここは
doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
レコードを使って
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
まず上に上げなきゃいけないわけでしょ。でこいつをなんかやんないとダメなの？
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
ちょっと待ってよ。もう一回。33で2か。だから6。これが2つないとここにはならないから2、4、はだから6、6、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、3番24、24か8か2、24か8か2、24か8か
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
そういうことだよね。マックスでこう。これじゃ足んないもんね。これがこれか？あれ3個の足し算だもんな。4ついるんだもんね。違うわ。これいいじゃん。
I heard the sound of the mechanism being
そう
triggered.
簡単だった。これじゃいいじゃんと思っちゃった今。お、今度はなんだ 00A。 あ、78T か。なんつう複雑な、こんなレコード版ねえぞ。誰に、どんだけ誰にも使わしたくないのよこれ。しかも動かしにくいし、すげえ。
I just have to put the record on the gramophone.
なんてやりにくい。
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
ああ、そういうことか。これをポチッと開けて、ウィーンと開けて、で、これで、入れると。レコード盤一つ回すだけでこんなにこんなにこんなにかかるの？お手間が。ちょいここに行きたくない。で当てて、 れこれポチじゃないのこれこれ持って、よいしょ。ここかな？そうだね。
It looks like something goes in here.
で、使う。これか。よいしょ。反対？回りましたよ。
Oh, Donald. We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should risk your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
ほう。
Betty was such a good singer.
It's true. Did she have any problem with her throat?
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice. Of course, she didn't follow the doctor's advice. If Don didn't insist, she... Well, it's too late for all that now.
なるほど。はあ、レコード版一つでこんな大変な思いすると思うと。しかしこのゲームの特徴的な部分だな。本当にストーリーそっちのけの謎解き、こっちの謎解きの方が大変だ、本当。さあ、お話を聞かせてください。
It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone.
あんたドナルド好きでしょ。写真見すぎでしょ。ベティ見てないでしょ、あんた。チャンスぐらいに思ってんのかい？
She is looking so intensely at this photo. But is it really a sister that she's studying in this manner?
お話を聞かせてください。
They made the perfect couple, am I correct?
Yes, in a way. She was pretty and he...
Well?
He's a bright man, with a promising career ahead of him. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous. Oh, a true gentleman.
褒めすぎ
I
だろ。
hear a note of envy in your voice.
You must have heard wrong.
Donald appeared to be very much in love with your sister.
Yes, he was mad about her.
Mad, you say? Being madly in love can often be destructive, and Mr. Fraser was known for being jealous, I believe.
No more than average. Men are always slightly possessive, especially when they are with a pretty woman.
I am not your enemy, Mademoiselle Bernard.
And you are not my friend either, Mr. Poirot, sir.
Yes, but your lies are not helping Mr. Fraser, or you for that matter. This case is much more complex than you think. It would appear that your sister's murder is the second in a series that we have to stop as quickly as possible. The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer sent me a letter informing me that a crime would be committed in that town. Now can I count on your honesty?
Yes, you have my confidence, Mr. Poirot. Don is a quiet and sensitive young man. Slightly reserved, too. And as is often the case with reserved people, when he flew into a temper, he completely lost control. He could be so violent. Betty was frightened.
And when was this?
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently. Donald found out that Betty had lied to him. She said she was going out with a girlfriend, but she went out for dinner with a married man. It was an awful scene. She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying one day...
なかなか堂々というね、彼女はね。
Well?
He'd commit murder.
So you were afraid that he would become our main suspect. I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Exactly. Had you not told me about the case, I would never have dared to tell you about this little matter. Don loved Betty with all his heart. I can't imagine for one instant that he would hurt her.
Very good, Mademoiselle Barnard. Thank you for your help.
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat. The police haven't spoken to him, but they want to.
Très bien, Hastings. Let's see him now. Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest condolences to your parents.
Of course, Mr. Poirot. And don't be too hard on Don. He's more fragile than he looks.
If you say so. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
灰色の小さな脳細胞。彼女は事件の夜に何の予定が入っていたのか。ベティは晩に誰かと会う予定を立てていたようだ。ベティはよく出かけてとしていた。ドナルド以外の男性と。違うのか？ああ、そういうことね。他の男とデートするので、ベティはドナルドに嘘をついていた。ベティは加害者のことを知っていたか。ベティはよくデートに出かけていたから知っていたかの。加害者か。この時期は多くの客が訪れるからわからないよね。こればっかりは。でも違う。デートには出かけてたから知ってんじゃないのっていうとこもあるか。でも単身で入店した客これか。最後多分ここだもんでな。ビデオ予約してだから知ってなきゃ会うならないか。だって海辺で着替えたりって準備してるぐらいだからね。ミーガン・バーナードの態度何を隠しているのか。だからドナルドに好意を持っていてまあそういうとこだね。ドナルドに気がある。ミーガン・バーナーは妹を殺す動機があるのか。いやー、この人は動機はないでしょう。まあでも家の唯一の相続人になるのか。そんな金持ちじゃないでしょ、この家。ベティはドナルド以外とそういうことが気がある上にドナルド以外の男性とデートしてるのには怒ってるから、そういう動機としては成り立つっちゃ成り立つ。ちょっと強引だけどね。
Hastings always pays more attention when young women are being questioned.
ヘスティングさんは女の人大好きだもんね。さあ、まずドナルド・フレイザーに尋問しに行きましょうかね。行きましょう。
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind.
Oh.
I talked to his landlady before seeing him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he is a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case.
Mm-hmm. 殺人事件一つ一つで結構時間かかるな。ワイン、ウイスキー？あなたは。
How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
You Hercule Poirot. Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be at the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions. This man looks suspicious.
怪しく見えます。しわくちゃ、しっかりしてるような、寝れてない。ホワイ
Donald
トホー
Fraser
ス
is in
ウ
a
イスキー。
terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And
昨
he's
日の
drinking white
7時半
horse.
に来た客の頼んだものだね。
Leave me alone. Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
If she had listened to you, she would still be alive. Should I take that to be a confession?
With that sort of thinking, you must send a lot of innocent men to prison. Under different circumstances, I might even find you amusing, sir.
It's no time for amusement, Mr. Fraser. It is time to find your fiance's killer. Did you know what her plans were for the evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
And you believed her?
And why not, sir? She was my fiancée.
That did not stop her from lying to you before. Betty was not a bad girl, but she did like to take advantage of her success with men.
How dare you sully her memory?
I am not interested in memories of her, Mr. Fraser. I am looking for a killer, and I need you to be my closest ally. That is, unless you have something to hide.
Of course I don't.
Très bien. So, what were we saying? Where were you yesterday evening?
I looked everywhere for her, but in vain. When she said she was going to have dinner with her sister on a weekday, I thought it was strange. I tried not to think about it, but I was like a lion in a cage. I was convinced she was lying. So I went round all the restaurants in the town. When I didn't find her, I went to the next town. But nothing. I must have got home about midnight or 1 o'clock.
Did anybody see you?
I don't think so. I didn't talk to anybody. I was so furious.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here, Poirot. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, he's all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
ドナルドにベティを殺す動機があるのか。まあ、 アリバイじゃねえよ。デートに出かけていたと、暴力的なので殺害する動機としては嫉妬があるが、ドナルドにアリバイはないと。ドナルドに全ての殺人を犯す動機があるのか。しかし計画犯罪なのでアッシャーはできないでしょう。ひどく感情的なタイプだからね。
Hastings is bound to tell me what he thinks about Fraser later on. Now is not the right time. Hastings looks ill at ease. I've finished with this up.
Do この世界観好きだわ。
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Jap to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree. Without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the
抵
scene.
抗した跡がないんだよな。首の引っかき傷がない。爪の中に別に向こうに肉片があるわけでもない。
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
進んで6番で
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
で着替えるでしょ、ベティは。
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
でベルトを外して攻撃しているわけだから。
The killer tries to remove his victim's belt. She panics and tries to stop him.
そんな暴れた？
She runs away, pursued by her assailant.
No,
Better
there is no
to
sign of a
Scotland.
chase. Things must have happened differently. Let us think again, mon cher.
再現失敗。ああ、失敗するんだね。はいはい。
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach.
Yes.
Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her
よ
waist,
っぽど
and
じゃない
carries
と
her
ベル
shoes
ト
in
外
her
せん
hand.
気がするんだけどな。気絶させてからか
Both
な。
of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
進ん
Both of them
で
walk slowly to hut number 6.
で着替えて
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
着替えるってほど着替えてないけどね。もうちょ
They
い。
keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
これでベルトを外した。なぜ？
The murderer moves behind her
This one,
and then
Mama.
attacks her by surprise. The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
浜辺で泳ぐ予定だ
Everything
ったか
appears to
ら。
match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what
じゃ
happened.
あこれこの人この下に水着を着ていたのっていうとこだよね。着替えたってこと。
Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous? The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings.
なるほど。さあ、この2件、そして次にもおそらく起こるであろう3件の殺人を連続してできるやつがいるってことか。
Right, back to London. There is nothing more.
また手紙来るのかな。
Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling.
悪い予感がします。手紙が来てんだろうな。やっぱし。
Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know.
一緒だな。
Good hunting.
タイプライターがまた。
Ever yours, ABC.
タイプライター一緒だね。
Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
By the way, Hastings, what day is it?
Well, looking at the calendar, it's the 30th. No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
あちゃー。はい、ということで、ABC 殺人事件、A と B が終わりましたね。次はチャールストンで、おそらく C の綴りのある方が殺害される可能性がある状態ですね。面白いですね。一本道で別になんかあれこれないですけど、なんか小説をただただ読んでるのが実写化されて、実写っていうか、ゲーム内でこう再現されてるかのようで、非常に僕は好きですね。ただ箱開けるとかの謎解きは別にいらないんじゃないのかなって。あれで無駄に時間がすごいかかる。ノーヒントだし。っていうぐらいですね。なんかまったりと何も考えずになんかやりたいなーっていう時とか、そういうのにはいいかもしれないですね。推理小説好きな方はいいかもしれない。今後もなんかこういうのまたあったらやりたいなとは思いますね。ちょっと神宮寺のシリーズとかサウンドノベルになるとなかなか動画化するの難しくて、自分でまだ腕がないので、こういったタイプの方が面白いかなと思って始めてみたので、次回は、C チャールストンでの事件を、お届けできたらなと思っております。では本日の動画はここまで。ご視聴ありがとうございました。よかったら高評価、チャンネル登録いただけたら嬉しいです。それでは。